which is funny because it wasn't spicy, and the only thing I added to it was I did add that red curry paste, but I only put like, well, I probably did like 2 tablespoons. It must be really spicy. I don't have that brand.
Oh, there's another packet that sounds like that. Several packets. Well, so last year, they stayed open.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, I never bought it.
Hi everybody, welcome to Poland Park. This is your summer concert series. I'm so happy to have everybody here. First of all, just a little bit of housekeeping issues here. We have the restrooms are both open. The carousel is also open. If you need assistance with carousel tickets, you can go into the office on the other side of this green building and they can assist you. So again, bathrooms are open, carousel is open. Our next summer concert series, we're taking a couple weeks off for the holidays. It's going to be the 28th of July, and it's going to be the Toon Swingers, and it is going to be at Fletcher Park, which has a little bit. So I just want to also remind you guys that the performers here at the park do this out of their own goodwill and their love of community. And the Triangle Taiko happens to be one of my favorite acts that we host. So I do feel like we are very lucky to have such an amazing group of people in our little community. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce Triangle Taiko.
All right, well, thank you all for coming out today and braving what could be some stormy weather. So let's hope that the rain holds off and we can have a wonderful concert here with you guys today. So just to give a little bit of background and introduction to our group. So as Lindsay said, we are Triangle Taiko. We are an all volunteer group, not professional or semi-professional, that has been meeting and practicing the traditional art of Japanese drumming, which in Japanese is usually called wadaiko, or usually it's shortened to taiko. So that's our group name, Triangle Taiko. And the meaning of wadaiko roughly translates to big drum, which you can see we have some here today. So we have 2 different groups that are actually going to be performing for you today. We have our Triangle Taiko group as well as our Special Taiko group, composed of members of the Special Olympics that they're going to be performing a little bit later today. And I hope you enjoy both of those groups. To give some introduction to our first song, the first song that we're going to be playing is called Agariyatai. Agariyatai basically translates to like fighting drum. And so you're going to kind of see, this is a kind of like a call and answer piece where one group is going to be playing and then the other group is going to be playing, and it's going to be, the rhythm is going to be passed back and forth. So it's a little bit like dueling pianos. So I hope you enjoy Agariyatai, and I'll be back to introduce our next song after this. right. I hope you guys liked Agaria Thai fighting taiko. So our next piece is going to be very different in feel from the first piece. It's a piece called Korekara, which roughly translates to from now on or going forward in Japanese. And the idea of Korekara is it was composed as a much more modern composition than a lot of the other pieces that we're going to be playing for you today. It has more of a swing beat to it. And this piece was actually created to be shared among taiko groups all around North America, in the US and Canada. And the idea was that this piece is representing a thankfulness that we have taiko, that this art form has been able to survive literally over a millennia, and that has been passed down from teachers and others who have been able to continue to practice and share this art form among their students for this long period, and then also as a celebration of taiko going forward, being able to share this tradition going forward. So part of our goal as a community group for Triangle Taiko is to be able to share the culture of Japan through this drumming music with all of you all through our performances. So I hope you enjoy Korekara. right, that was Korekara. So I want you guys to give a really big round of applause once more for our two fue players. Those were the Japanese bamboo flutes. I think they did a fantastic job. Great job, Yoko and Ryu. So the next piece that we're going to have for you today is called Isamigoma. Isamigoma, which roughly translates to warhorse. So interestingly enough, a little bit earlier I told you that taiko, wadaiko, has been practiced in Japan for over a millennia. And while that is true, the type of taiko that we're playing, which is kind of this ensemble style where we have lots of different drums and different people playing different parts, is actually fairly unique and recent. So after World War II, there was a Japanese musician who had been trained in jazz music, and a member of his hometown came to him and gave him a piece of traditional taiko music that they wanted played. And typically this type of music would usually be played maybe on like one drum, and it would be played for a very long period of time if there was a festival in the town. And Oguchi Sensei, he came up with the idea of, well, wouldn't it be fun if I incorporated, rather than just having one drum that's playing this beat, if I incorporated almost like a Western jazz drum set, where we had like small drums to represent snare and bass, and we had multiple people, and wouldn't that be very exciting? So he created this style of drumming called kumi daiko, or ensemble taiko playing. And that was around the 50s, 1950s and 1960s. And since then it became a very popular way to present taiko in Japan. And so this next piece, Isamigoma, was created and composed by Daihatsu Oguchi. And across Japan and a lot of middle schools and elementary schools, they will, if they have a music program that teaches taiko, this is usually one of the pieces that they will teach. So I hope you enjoy Isamigoma. right, so we have two more pieces that we're going to be performing for you before we take just a brief intermission so that we can get set up for our special taiko group that I mentioned a little bit earlier. So, give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that the song that's coming next is the one that I think it is. So the next song that we have is a piece called Shinen. And in Japanese, that roughly translates to heart connection, maybe a heart festival. And this is also a more modern piece compared to the first piece that we played, Agariatai, or even Isami Goma. The Shien was composed by a taiko teacher, instructor up in the Washington, D.C. area by the name of Mark Truni. If any of you have ever been up to any of the Sakura festivals that they host up in the D.C. area, Mark Truni Taiko usually host a big all-day taiko-a-thon where they invite groups from all over the East Coast and Midwest to come and perform all day, and it's a lot of fun. But Mark composed this piece to be performed with the idea that our energy that we create, in Japanese, energy is called ki. And our energy that we have from taiko is not just about just playing and making a sound, but it's about being able to connect each other and then to also be able to connect with you, the audience. And within taiko, in Japan and in the US, it's often said that even though these can be very loud instruments, very booming instruments, for a lot of people it's very touching to them. Drumming and drums tend to impact people, a lot of people in a kind of a inside of your heart. And it's some people think that maybe that's because it reminds us of the sound of the heartbeat when we're in our mother's womb. And so Mark created this piece as a way to kind of express that joy that we have by being able to share this music and this energy that we create from taiko with each other and then with all of you. So I hope you enjoy Shien. I hope you enjoyed that piece. So our next piece that we're going to be playing, which is going to be the last before we take a little bit of a break, is called Sorambushi. So this is a very old and very famous song in Japan, and it is based on a folk song that was sung by fishermen up in the Hokkaido region of Japan. For those of you who know anything about your Japanese geography, Honshu, where Tokyo and Kyoto are, that's the main island of Japan, but there's an island above that to the north called Hokkaido. And this folk song, this fishing song, was sung, and we're actually going to be singing some of the words of one of the verses to that today as we play. And roughly it translates to the fishermen are going out and they're on their boat and they're basically asking the sky, they're asking the clouds, and they're asking the birds, and they're asking the wind. It's like, where are the fish? Like, where can we go to find the fish? So as you hear the words to the song, think about the fishermen going out and they're basically searching for the fish. And along with the taiko, we're also going to have two dances that we're going to be doing for you as well. The first dance is a little bit more of a traditional dance, and it very much is symbolizing the fishermen that are on the boat. You can see them as they're out and they're like rowing their fishing boats out into the ocean. They're casting their nets and they're bringing the fish back in. And then we actually have a tempo change where the song is going to go a little bit faster. And about 30 years ago, 40 years ago, they came out with basically a very upbeat version of Sorambushi. And there was a particular middle school in Japan that kind of came up with a dance to go along with this faster version of Sorambushi. And it became very popular. They won a competition for it, and it kind of caught on. So all throughout Japan and a lot of middle schools, they will teach this song and then they'll perform it. And so that's the second dance that you're going to see. But along with Sorambushi, for us playing, we're also going to need your help as well. Because with the song portion of it, there's basically a chant and then a repeat. So this is basically the part where I was talking about the fishermen are calling out, and they're saying, "Hey, where can we find the fish? Hey, can you talk to us?" And so we have some parts that we're going to practice where we're going to sing, and then we need you to repeat after us. So the first part that we say is "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." So we're going to say "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho," and then you're going to repeat after us "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." So let's try that. "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. Oh, that was really good. All right. And so then next we're going to have another repeat, and it's a different line. It's "so-ran, so-ran." So it's going to be "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." So-ran, 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 so-ran. Good. And then one more time, we're going to do another "Dokkoi sho" repeat. So it's going to be "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. So-ran, so-ran. So-ran, so-ran. Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. Excellent. You guys are catching on so fast. And then after that, we're all going to say together. It's not going to be a repeat. So-ran, so-ran, all together. So "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." So-ran, 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 so-ran. "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." And then "so-ran, so-ran," just 2 times all together. All right, let's try that one more time. Sprinkling a little bit, but that's totally okay. All right. So "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. So-ran, so-ran. So-ran, so-ran. "Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." Dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho. So-ran, so-ran. Oh, very good. Yes. Perfect. So that last "so-ran, so-ran" is all together. We're not doing a repeat. All right? And don't get tricked. There is a part where we say "dokkoi sho." It's a little bit slower. You don't repeat after that, okay? So just wait for us to go "dokkoi sho, dokkoi sho." Let's try Sorambushi.
どっこいしょ
big round of applause for our dancers up front. So a few weeks ago, we had the opportunity to perform very close to Charleston, South Carolina, and we performed that song. And during the ending, we kept going a little bit faster, and a little bit faster, and a little bit faster. And by the end, the dancers were looking back. It's like, are we going to slow down? So I hope you enjoyed Surambushi. So next up, we're going to be taking maybe just about a 5-minute break. So if you need to go get any of the wonderful treats here, go to the restroom. It's a great time to do it. And we're going to be setting up again for our special taekwondo group, our Special Olympic group. So please stick around and give us a few minutes to get set for that. Thank you.
Really? I'm actually kind of spicy
Yeah, that's why like, yeah, so no.